you tell me so? I'll get my trunk and my clothes and out your door I'll go. Now tell me, baby, what you think of me. Well, now tell me, baby, what you think of me. You ain't been giving me no rest since I've been in Nashville, Tennessee. One more verse and I ain't gonna sing no more. I'm gonna sing one more verse and I ain't gonna sing no more. 'Cause my train is here and you know I gotta go.
What is happening, Facebook land, TikTok land? Sorry, I was still working on some stuff in the background. You know us. We're never prepared for anything. I am joined this afternoon with David Hooper. How are you, sir?
Super. Yourself?
Super. Oh. I had a podcast the other day that I found out that you have a new nickname.
Oh, yeah? What's my name?
I found out what your nickname was.
Oh, Super Hooper.
Super Hooper, yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, my closest friends call me Super Hooper. Yeah.
So, I guess, well.
Not Superman.
I won't
Hooper.
push the issue. I was going to say I'm not to the point I can call you Super Hooper yet. But
sure, you can call me Super
All
Hooper.
right.
Yeah.
So, we are just really playing with some new toys tonight. If you follow us at all, you know that we have joined forces, even though he's not Superman, he's Super Hooper. We've joined forces, Fancy's Unfiltered Bar Music Live. We go out, we showcase local artists, venues, and whatnot. And we thought, we'd just get on here tonight, play with some new toys that allows us to stream to multiple platforms so that everybody could figure out where we're at even easier. And thought maybe some of you peeps would join and see what's happening. And again, new toys, so we'll see how it works.
Speaking of nicknames, I guess when we join forces, we're kind of like the Double D's.
Incoming shirt.
New idea.
Yes,
Yeah.
Double D's.
Yeah.
I do like some double. I like the sound of Double D's.
Double D's.
Double
Double
D's.
D's.
D's nuts.
D's.
D's.
Yeah.
We could do this all night long. We come up with all kind of D's.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about Bar Music Live? I'm gonna flip over to you and finish building this scene because we got to talking before we went live.
We kind of had a podcast without it being a podcast.
Yeah, we didn't turn the cameras on. Y'all would have enjoyed some of that. But, so now I got to finish building what I was supposed to be building before we went live. So I'm going to toss it over to David, let him tell you a little bit about what Bar Music Live does, and we'll see what happens here momentarily.
Thanks, and thank you all for listening. So BarMusicLive.com, if you hadn't figured out what that is yet, it is a website. It's not just a Facebook page. A lot of people think it's just a Facebook page. But if you want the most content, you have to go to BarMusicLive.com. So on the site, you are going to find a calendar of live local music. And we are trying to reach as many areas as we possibly can. So if you start scrolling through there and you say, hey, our area is not on there yet, let us know. Let us know the places you like to go hear live music. Let us know the bands you like to go hear. If they're not on there, we want them on there. It's totally free. It's free for the venue. It's free for the artist. It's free for you to get on there and use. Kind of the idea that's the backbone of this and what got this started for us was frustration and not being able to find where the people we like to hear the most are playing. So we had friends, lots of friends that are in the music business and play regularly, but keeping up with their schedules was a challenge. So we try to make it easy for everybody. Or if you're going out of town to your vacation spots, wherever that may be, down at the Gulf or wherever, we're trying to get all those places on there as well to make it easy when you go somewhere to find where the music is. Because that's what we want to do at BarMusicLive.com. We want to connect you to the music you love. That's our goal. We love live music. We love being a part of the live music community. We love helping to support these musicians that go pour their hearts out to these crowds that come to hear them, and to help support the bars and the venues that have them there and pay them so they can do what they do for you. A few things that we've added to the site lately, of course, one being this live tab. You go to the website, click that live tab, you can find these links to our live streams, which besides these podcasts, we are doing the live streams of shows, different places, different bars, different people, some different ideas behind that. Also, we're talking about doing some featured artists, featured bars. So whether we do that on a weekly basis, monthly basis, however, we may even do some fan favorite type things where we have you vote on a place, and that's the place where we try to go hit up. Just working a lot of different angles for that, trying to see what works, because we are just getting this going and we're having a lot of fun doing it. It's had its own challenges, but it's been lots of fun. The first couple of live streams, I'm not going to say went without a hitch, but they went very well. And I think the audio.
I thought they went swimmingly.
Well, that last one with Dwayne Walker. If you hadn't caught that yet, you need to check it out. Dwayne's a super talented musician. It was a lot of fun working with him that night. He had a lot of fun doing it, and I think that audio and video that night were just exceptional.
It did turn out pretty good.
We're very excited about that. We're very excited about what's to come after this. Something we're going to try to be getting going after we get enough of these under our belt. We're going to start cutting some tracks out of some of these live performances, and we want to create you, the listener, a streaming channel so that you can click on it and listen to your favorite people live. Feel like you're at the show again.
And how cool is that going to be?
I think it's going to be super cool.
You know, there was, and I'll just be 100% fully transparent. I used to not like live recordings.
Yeah.
Like if I was scrolling through whatever, I'm stuck. If I was scrolling through whatever, Jacob Gibbs, you borrowed my cord. And I had to rearrange everything. When you came by earlier and said, "Can I borrow a cord?" And I was like, "Sure, that's fine." I forgot that I had this scheduled, and so I had to scooch everything over, and now my stuff's pulling.
Thanks, Jacob.
It's your fault. Hope your smelling salts went fine. Anyway, so
the smelling salts.
Yeah. So anyway, I completely lost my train of thought.
I was trying to forget about that actually.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was going somewhere. It was going to be good. Let me pull my chat up. Somebody. Oh, well, cool thing about this. Somebody tell me where I was at. Somebody surely is following me. Brandon, you're at work. You're supposed to be coherent. Where was I at? Anyway, oh yeah, he's about 5 to 10, 15 seconds behind. So.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I don't remember where I was going. Something about something, and then my cord got hung, and it completely blew my train of thought. Yeah. So anyway, I don't remember. So
We were talking about the streaming music, and you were talking about that, and you're thinking that's gonna be really exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. You don't remember where you're going still.
Still,
Okay.
still
Okay.
don't have it. Still
Okay.
don't have a clue. I think it was just gonna be the fact of how freaking cool it is to just get out and
Oh,
do.
live music. You were saying you used to not like live music.
See, look
Yes.
how that works.
Yeah.
So I used to not like live music recordings.
Yeah.
But as I get older, and I know the atmosphere that goes along with that live music
Yes.
recording, I kind of look at it a little differently now.
I do as well.
I'm gonna get my keyboard out of the floor.
I think growing up, live music was not my favorite, and I think it's because I didn't have those experiences yet. For one,
Right.
but I would hear it, and it didn't sound like the recording that I was used to, the studio recording. And then you hear some people just are not good live. Some bands, some country musicians, different ones. I've experienced that too. But for the most part, I really enjoy the feeling of a live experience like that. I love what goes along with it. But I've gotten to where now I go try to find live versions of some of my favorite songs because I have heard these live performances that I just love. And I've even heard some of these local guys doing a cover of a song I've listened to my whole life. And now that's my new favorite version of that song.
So I reached out to a guy. Did you ever look at that dude I sent you the other
Yes,
day?
I listened. Oh, yes, that was fabulous. Covering Nirvana.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
All right. So Sam Donald, if this ever gets back to you.
Sam Donald, if you're listening.
Sam Donald is going to be in Coleman at the Strawberry Festival in a couple months when we have our little Strawberry Festival. And I have looked and listened and smashed the like button on Sam Donald for a few months now. Dude is man. And so if you hadn't seen him, he does a cover of Nirvana. People who know me know I suck with song names. Which one was it? It was. Whole
Now
place.
put me on the spot.
Whole place. And nothing against.
I can hear
Sam,
the song,
yeah,
and I
nothing
cannot think of
against-
the name of the song.
Nothing against Sam Donald. It's just that's the way my brain works.
Yeah.
Hold please. If you know who I is, then you know this is my bad. This is just how it works. Activity.
Oh, I could look where you sent it to me, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to do. Anyway, dude is phenomenal. Here it is. Heart-shaped box. There we
Heart
go.
shaped box. Yep, now I remember.
So Sam Donald, heart-shaped box. The dude is phenomenal, and he's going to be in Coleman in a few months at the Strawberry Festival. And I reached out to him on the TikTok. So if everybody wants to tag Sam Donald in this here show, and then maybe we'll see what happens. But it's people like that has inspired me to team up with you, and because there is just so much freaking talent that I'm amazed. Like I went and did one of my pet projects is doing some stuff with an artist, and we won't go into it a whole lot. But anyway, their bass was learning a new part the other day, and they ran through it real quick, and he was just staring. The people that have that in their brain that he's never heard it before, and he just and then picked it up, and now we're ready to go. That is freaking amazing to me, and
phenomenal.
And to be able to get out and be interacting with these people and get to know these people and have them sit on my couch or have them sit on your couch or just that's awesome. And I don't know, the spirit and the camaraderie and the everybody's just out doing their thing and enjoying what to do, and it's enlightening and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So I think something else, thinking about what we're talking about and what we're doing and what we're trying to do and continuing what we're doing. You and I both know this is costing a lot to get this thing off the ground. Anything that's worthwhile doing, though, is going to cost. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you money. Thankful that I have a few advertisers on the site. We're always looking for more advertisers, more sponsors. If you know of anybody, send them our way. We'd
We do
love
like
to
the
help.
sponsors.
We'd love to have some sponsors that we could promote. We would really like to promote people on these lives. We would like to promote them on the podcast, and at our live events, on the website, on our social medias. Combined, I mean, we're getting 70, 80,000, more than that, actually. I guess over 100,000 views through different sources
Yes.
every month. So we're getting a lot of traction. But I'm thankful for all of the advertisers we have. And one guy that's just recently offered his help, a good friend of mine, Bob Hoagland, was talking to him the other day and telling him what we've got going here with the website and these podcasts and these lives. And he offered up his place for us to be able to do some things there, Tannenbaum Farms down in Hayden. And we're hoping to be able to host a live event there pretty soon. I'm going to work out some details on the dates and all that kind of stuff.
So is that official enough that we can start telling people now?
I think so.
Since you said it on the show?
I think so.
That's going to be awesome, y'all.
Yeah. So you can write that down. We're going to have Tannenbaum Farms available, and that's going to be a great resource for us, a place to go to invite bands. If you're in a band, if you're an artist and you feel like you would like to play an event like that, do a live with us. We'll do an interview. We're going to invite some people there. Get some attention for everybody. Get some traction going on those things. Also, if you don't know it yet, I've let a lot of people know about this. We have been working on my barn to get it ready to do podcasts and live shows there as well. A few of you artists that may be listening or may hear this at some point have already got an invite there, and some of you expressed some interest. If you don't know about that yet, hit us up. We'd love to have you. These things are going to help everybody all the way around. It's going to be an enjoyable experience for everybody involved, including you listeners who come and get to enjoy one of these live events in a more intimate setting than just going and hearing somebody at a bar or something like that. I think it's going to give you another experience.
I feel like we might handle security pretty well. So
Yeah.
the ones who don't like going to bars and stuff, because sometimes there's some riffraff that happens to come in. It would be a like you said, a more intimate kind of invite only.
Yes.
What's those highfalutin things that politicians have, like a $1,000 dinner?
Oh, like a gala.
Yeah, we could have a what was it? Wait, what are you naming it? I can't remember. I got it wrote down because I'm working on the graphics. But
The lounge at the farm. The farm lounge. Farm lounge.
the farm lounge
At Dry Creek. Farm lounge at Dry
so there
Creek.
you go. You heard it here first. If you're one of the people who's on,
It seems so real now. I've said it like that.
I've had podcast episodes about that.
Yeah.
You put it out there, and
Yeah.
now you've said it, and now
Yeah.
you've got to hold yourself accountable
The
because
farm
somebody
lounge
else.
at Dry Creek.
So the farm lounge at Dry Creek is a thing that is fixing to happen, and
We've got stage curtains hung and all.
yeah. So what that's going to allow you to do is of course, it will be a ticketed event, but that would allow you to come and casually enjoy your afternoon, listen to some live music, have some one-on-one questions and answers with us, the band, which is probably why you're really there. You don't care about us, which is
Right.
cool. It's fine. Just see me over there. If you see me trip over some kind of a tip bucket, just just swing in right behind me and pick it up for the artist, because that was fine. Did you see that everybody held their composure? We were all professional. I stepped in the bucket. It fell over. You swooped in quietly and got it.
Right.
I looked at Rachel and I was like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Just keep going. It was just,
Yeah.
We just made it work.
Speaking of tips, I will just mention this. Okay. So there is, I did mention the sponsors, the advertisers, but you can make a difference too as a listener. I do have a donate tab on the website. If you would like to donate, we'll get you some goodies for your donations too. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we got koozies, we got a lot of different merchandise that we give out for donations. And it just helps us do what we're doing and continue these efforts because this is for you. This is for anybody who likes to go listen to live local music. This is to help you find the music. That's what our goal is. And we want to support all those musicians and help you find the
'em.
music you love.
Yeah.
So
There,
just
you
want to
know,
throw that out
there is no telling, and I told you the first night that you ever came on the show, however many months ago that was. There's no telling at the amount of people, and I've even talked to people since then who have said, if I knew that this was a thing, you know. And so as this continues to grow, which it is growing, people's, and you could go to BarMusicLive.com if you're on a business trip in Texas
Mhm.
and be able to find live local music. You know, that's pretty cool because there are, you know, in our little town, your options are, we have a lot now,
Oh, yeah.
you know, for our little town.
Mhm.
But you think about bigger towns, even if you just go up to Huntsville or Decatur or, you know, something that's got all of those extra venues, um, and for you to have the ability to freely put your schedule on there that you know, because you've called the artist and you've said, hey, would you like to play on such and such date? Even if the artist doesn't go on and put their schedule on barmusiclive.com, the venues can, and then that allows people to see when they go to barmusiclive.com an additional source of whether it's the artist or the venue that puts it on.
Mhm.
You're gonna get the business, you're gonna get the drinks, you're gonna get the foods, you're gonna get the atmosphere and all that other stuff. So you know, that's awesome. And I think that it, and it is growing. I mean, you've seen the numbers,
Yeah.
you've shared them with me, and it's
You know, my good friend that we did the live with the other night, Dwayne Walker Music, very enjoyable guy to listen to, hear play. He said near the beginning of this, he said, "Man, this is a win-win-win-win," and he said it's a win for us as artists. It's a win for these bars, venues, because it's going to draw more people in. It's a win for you, obviously doing the page, and he said then it's a win for anybody who wants to advertise on this site because it's going to give them opportunity to get in front of people that they may not have been in front of before. It gives them an opportunity to directly advertise to like-minded individuals. Um, you know, a lot of things like that. And speaking of getting the events on the calendar and how that can be done, anybody can get us events to get on the calendar. For one, you can put one on there yourself, put multiple ones on there yourself, go to the submit event tab. You can do that. One thing we do like to do a lot is we like to try to just get people to send us their full schedules. So you can email those to info@barmusiclive.com. If you know of a venue and you've got their full schedule, you can send that to us. If you know of an artist and you can get their full schedule, you can send that to us. The next part is we need volunteers. So if you would like to help get events on the calendar, we would love to have you helping us. If you've got a passion for live music and you want to be a part of this in any capacity, we're always looking for volunteers. I've got several people helping us right now. I was just talking to one of my volunteers earlier, though, and it's a little bit overwhelming for her right now because she's been trying to put so many things on the calendar. And with life and everything that goes on, sometimes that's a challenge. And I get that 100%. But I'm glad to have any help I can get and would love to have more. If you're in Alabama, if you're in Georgia, if you're in Florida, Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever state you're in, we'd love to have you. We're reaching the states I just mentioned: Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina. I've got a guy that just scheduled some events in Massachusetts, and they're recurring events. He's on the calendar every week now. So I think that's pretty cool that we've gotten somebody all the way up there in the Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just had an event added for, I think it was Tampa Bay, Florida. Just one. So we're reaching a little bit further down into Florida instead of just the Panhandle area. Um, but lots of cool things like that going on. But again, if you'd like to be a part of this, like to help this, please reach out to me. You can find my contact info on the site, of course. You can message me on any of my social media accounts, Bar Music Live, barmusiclive.com. Check it out and get with me if you're interested.
Do you have slim koozies?
I do have slim koozies.
Do you have slim
I've
koozies?
got some in the truck.
Well, I forgot to get my regular koozie to get over this because I was going to get some water and there was no water in the fridge because we drank all the water. So I got one of these things, and I don't want to advertise for nobody. Speaking of advertisers, so now I look like a.
I mean, I can run get it. It's just right out here.
Yeah, it's fine. This
Okay.
y'all know what I'm doing. It's fine.
Yep.
So, what do you think as we continue to do this? What do you think it looks like in 6 months from now for not just us, but this scene that we're trying to be involved in and try to highlight in our own way? What do you think it looks like in 6 months' time?
Well, I think there's going to be more imitators than there are.
It's possible.
Yeah, there's already been a few. There's been a couple of things happen. I've seen had one guy basically try to copy my idea for the website. I don't know if I told you about that.
You hadn't told me about that.
Yeah, he did, and he's angling it a little bit different, and I don't think he's marketing like I am. I've given away, I don't know, probably 1,000 T-shirts already. As I said, I've invested a lot of money in this.
Mm-hmm.
I've given away probably 1,500 koozies. I don't know, a bunch of stuff. Anyway, I think there's going to be more imitators popping up, things like that. But I think the biggest thing is we're going to keep doing what we're doing with this original idea that we've had. And I think we're going to continue to see growth. We've seen a tremendous amount of growth on website visits. We've seen a tremendous amount of growth on Facebook page visits. Instagram's grown, TikTok's grown, Snapchat's grown, all of our social media accounts. And if you're not following those, please do follow all of our social media.
All of them.
Look us up, check us out, give us follows, give us likes. I can't stress enough the importance of likes and shares. And not just for barmusiclive.com and not just for Fancies Unfiltered or our collaborative efforts, but for your
Everybody.
artist friends and businesses that you know. I'll mention one other thing, not just that, but reviews. If you go on Google Maps and search barmusiclive.com, you can go on there, leave us a review, please. Those reviews help us tremendously. And I'm not even talking about from a monetary aspect. I'm just talking about from a Google allows us to be seen aspect. All those kinds of things help. So if you can do that for us, like I said, look us up on Google Maps, give us a rating, preferably a 5-star, and say a few nice words.
Yeah,
but
preferably a good one if you're going to do it.
That's right. That's right. But also share us. Go to your Facebook page. If you like what we're doing, there's a good chance some of your friends will like what we're doing. Share us with all of your friends. If you don't know how to do that, you click those little those three little dots to the right, and you go down there and share with all of your contacts, whatever. So you can do that on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're at. and please do that. We need it. We need all the help we can get. We want to make this thing better for you, and it only gets better with your help. So, with those things being said, if we can get those things going in the right direction, I see our viewership and I see what we're doing growing exponentially over the next 6 months. I would like to be able to have BarMusicLive.com in all 50 states. I don't know how long that takes, but
And I think it will get there.
yeah.
Not to sidetrack you, but I had swapped to you to do some more behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all, regular full time job, and then trying to do this in the afternoons and weekends and whatever. And we went mobile the other day, and I still haven't unpacked from being mobile. And then I've got to go mobile again Friday, but I have a non-mobile on Thursday. It's a little messy in here, and nothing is hooked the way that it normally is hooked. So I was doing some stuff in the background, did that, swapped to him, come back. Everything's cool. It's like nothing ever happened. I left my keyboard in the floor, so you saw the top of my head just again because I had to get in the thing. Jesse says, "Hola, amigos."
Jesse, he's in the hospital.
Chris,
Or is
yes,
he-
yeah. And I think he's feeling a little better. So we'll say hola, and he can. What's up, Jesse? Hope
Get well soon,
yep,
Jesse.
hope you're feeling better. You need some WD-40 on that mic stand. I know I meant to do that today, but I had a couple other things going. You know, we started. I haven't been to your place. Well, I mean, I have, but I didn't pay attention. We still have Christmas out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because all the Christmas goes in the shed.
Okay.
And my schedule and my off days intertwine with rain, and they normally always merge.
Yeah.
And so I told my wife this Christmas, I said, we've got to take Christmas down Christmas weekend. We're all off. It's supposed to be nice and sunshiny. We got to take Christmas down Christmas weekend, or it's not going to come down until Easter. And she said, we're not taking Christmas down till after New Year's. Like, okay. And so here we are again. It's the last 3 years it's been that way because I don't want to traipse back and forth across the nasty wet yard and marred up and
Wait a
yeah,
minute. Wait a minute. You just said traipse across the yard.
traipse across the yard. You never heard traipse across the yard?
Oh, I hear the word traipse a lot.
Oh.
That is a word that Dee Dee likes to use for
Uh-oh.
going. And I was like, you just said traipse. Do you know what that word means? And she's like, yeah, it just means to walk somewhere or something.
Is that not what it means? Do I need to look it up?
You should probably look it up. See. Yeah. Well, it can mean wandering aimlessly.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Traipse.
So that's I guess that's where I get it.
But traipse is also a woman of the world.
Oh.
Is that
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? What
I just thought that was kind of funny.
does
I was like, you traipse.
let's see. Yep. So we're looking up stuff in the background. Chat GPT is clarifying ambiguous term, which means it's probably going to come back with a variation of a 17th century hooligan.
It's not really used anymore.
The user asked about traipse, and I believe that could be a typo. Here it is. Yeah, I don't. It's not. Nope, it's not doing it. I'll have to look it up later. So anyway, so again, I really do think. Sorry, if you're joining us and you've never watched our podcast, you know that we sometimes get a little sidetracked. And
A slovenly woman. That's the definition.
slovenly woman.
Slovenly woman.
Slovenly.
Late 16th century.
Okay, so I'm gonna need what?
But it also means to walk or move warily or reluctantly.
So I'm gonna need to know what slovenly means. Honestly, while we're
Okay.
discussing those items.
Let's see. Slovenly. Let's see. messy and dirty appearance. Careless,
So
excessively casual.
you don't wash yourself, you don't iron your clothes, and you don't tuck your shit in. You are slovenly.
Lazily slipshod. Okay, now we got to look up slipshod. This is a rabbit hole. Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, all right. Well, you traipsed across the yard. Anyway.
Traipse is walking aimlessly without a goal. Thank
Yeah.
you, my wonderful wife, because I did not know how to spell traipse, which is probably why ChatGPT didn't come back with the
Yeah.
appropriate response, because how you spelled traipse is not how I spelled it. Well, and you spelled it even though you corrected yourself, that's still not how I spelled it. I don't think. But anyway, so yeah, I know that. Going back to what we was talking about getting out and doing and what we got to talking about before we got going, which caused me to run behind and not have the scenes built. The reception of the artists, the reception of the venues, and the reception of the peoples that are at the venues when we go out, I've been blown away with.
Oh, yeah.
It's been amazing to me to see not only, I mean, I knew going into it, or I had hoped going into it, that the artists would be well receiving of it. The venues, I was unsure of, just because, I know how it is from a business side of things, and you automatically go, well, yes, now, and you go through all the things that could, So I was a little hesitant on whether or not they would get behind it, but I knew the artists would be behind it. But I have been blown away so far at the events that we've done together, the trial runs and the official ones, and then when I just go out on my own and just get some footage and come back after the fact and do something with it. I did that with Cheryl and the Soulflies, and that looked pretty good. I did that with the Don't Think Twice the other day when I stepped in their tip bucket. That looked pretty good. I've done it with Jesse. I haven't posted his yet. But everybody from the artists, from the bartenders, from the owners, from the customers, the patrons, whatever you want to call yourselves, it has been well received, and just everybody is amazed at it. I don't want to say amazed at what we're doing, because that sounds like we're but I mean, everybody is been like, that's pretty cool. And you touched on something that kind of lets you know that it is pretty cool. And I'm not saying this negatively, but yes, there's been a couple of things that I've seen already that makes me go, huh, look at that.
Yeah.
And again, not to say this braggadociously, but the amount of effort on our parts, both of us, from setting up artists and setting up venues to the toys and the gizmos and the electronics to bring this to you like we're doing at the moment. There's a lot that goes into it, and it's rewarding to me to know that even though it ain't making a dollar yet. You remember, hey, what was that website again that has a donation tab on it?
BarMusicLive.com.
Yeah. So, if you were ever to find BarMusicLive.com and do a donation tab, that it's not helping orphans in Uganda, but it does help bring live music to you. And, it's super cool that we're able to do this together. And again, the artists, the venues, and everybody have just been so well receiving and super excited. And everywhere I've been has been like, please come back. Y'all come see us.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just awesome. And I know, because I've been to places, the amount of people that are there, that are excited about being there and enjoy being there, y'all are there. Y'all just need to get here and start liking and commenting and doing some comments so that we can have a show about bringing y'all in on the live show.
Yeah.
So I mean, come on, we said we was going to do this for an hour. We're at 38 minutes in, and we need some stuff. What do y'all want to see? Where should we go? Who do you want to see next? If there's an artist or a venue that you've talked to that you was like, man, y'all need to get them people, let us know. Because
If you're a venue and you want us to come there, if
Yeah.
you're an artist and you want us
Yeah.
to go live with you, if you want to be part of a podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like you said, you get this is so well received everywhere we go, and it's been that way for me from the very beginning since I started this thing. Man, that's a great idea. That's awesome. Something has been needed. Nobody's done anything like this for the local music community. And I even had there's actually a booking agent that reached out to me, and they're a nationwide booking agent. And they were talking to me about what we're doing. They said, so you're doing this really for the listeners, the patrons, the people that are going to these events. I said, well, yeah. Well, how are you planning to make any money on this?
We ain't yet, y'all.
I'm like, well, we'd love to. It's going to come through advertising and sponsorships, hopefully, eventually. But right now, we're just doing it because we love music and we want to help everybody else love music as best as they can. But all these artists, it's like they tell us and they can't thank us enough. They try and they try and they try and they're just like, we don't even know how to thank you, and we want to support them. We want to continue to support them. These venues, we want to continue to support them, the bars, the restaurants, whoever's having the live music. We just want to keep that up. And some people have really gotten what we are doing. They've really gotten the idea and realized how important this is. And those are the ones who are so thankful for what we're doing, because what we're doing is not being done and has not been done. And I've had so many people come to me and say, well, I had an idea like that. I wanted to try to do this. I wanted to try to do something like this, but I didn't know how. I didn't either. And it just came to me one day. And we started brainstorming some ideas, and I got with a developer, and he's helped me get the site going. And now we've decided that we're going to have to do some more developing, and the site's probably going to have some more work, and we're going to try to make this even better for you guys. And we've got apps that are going to be launching very soon.
Yeah, and you've told me a little bit about the apps.
Yep. The apps are going to be coming out real soon. The Android app is actually already ready. We're waiting,
but it has not been released.
But
yet.
it has not been released because I haven't looked at it to approve it, I guess, part of it. But we kind of wanted to do a launch at the same time,
right?
To have the iPhone app and the Android app ready at the same time.
So how close is he?
I would say hopefully a month. And Jonathan, I just mention your name. I'm not going to mention your full name or give everybody your phone number or anything like that. But if you're listening, we need a date on when we can get that done. I'm seriously hoping within the next 4 weeks. I hope. And that's going to be huge, I think.
Yes, I think it is going to be huge. And it's just again, it's, I don't know, when you start, for me anyway, and not everybody's going to feel the same way that I do, but when you finally get to the point, and I think as you get older, it hits a little harder. When I was younger, I enjoyed going out and listening to music, and then life happened, and you don't have time to go. And so now, as I get older, I'm trying to find things that I enjoy more again, because what else is there to do unless you enjoy it, And so getting out, listening to live music, and I told Jason and them when they were here the other day, it just, I could have a shitty day and decide, oh, I just smashed a button, and decide that I want to go out and listen to some music somewhere, and it just instantly puts you in a better mood.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you just kind of slow down a little bit and find some things that you enjoy, everybody knows music is what it is. You've got it playing in the background at work. You've got it playing in the car when you go to work. You got it playing in the car when you come home. If you clean the house, you probably got some music going on in the background.
Music makes it better.
Music makes everything better. Even if you're super duper pissed off and you want to break some shit, you can put on one of those kind of playlists and get you some rage going on. And so,
Limp
yeah,
Bizkit.
yeah, it's just it soothes the soul no matter what kind of mood you're in. And I'm just super excited that we're able to team up on this segment. Those of you that are asking if we kicked Curtis out, no, we didn't kick Curtis out. But there's multiple facets of Fancy's Unfiltered, in this particular one. Happens to just be on the nights and weekends that we decide we want to do some live music stuff, and you know, everybody's welcome. Y'all come on. So, so anyway, I just, again, I think it's super awesome what we're trying to accomplish. I think once it kicks in and it's getting there, but we both see the numbers. It's going, and the more of you that get involved, liking and sharing and commenting, and we were talking the other night on one of my shows, my episodes, me and Curtis, and who was we talking to? I don't remember. Anyway, used to be scared to interact. Like I always thought if I smashed that like or share button on any of the social media sites, that they were somehow learning my algorithms and they knew what I was going to do and they knew about me. Yeah. And I was like, no, I'll look, but I ain't going to touch it. And everybody knows. So if you watch it, smash the like button. If you super duper like it, smash that share button. Yeah. Christy said, yes, we've been going out 4 or 5 nights a week listening to live music as we have gotten older. Ethan says, hey, my name is Ethan, old neighbor. Sup, Ethan? Jeff Johnson, yes, music makes things better. So see, everybody agrees that it's kind of a cure-all. And, absolutely. And if what we're doing either enables you to find it and go to join us live and be a part of the show, or if you want to sit in your jammies at the house and catch a live show and see the interaction and hear some good music, what we're accomplishing and what we're doing allows you to do either one of those things.
Yeah. I will say this for the artist. If you do choose to watch our live stream from home and you're getting to do that in your comfort and be happy listening to music and you're enjoying it, you can go to BarMusicLive.com, go to that donate tab like we were talking about earlier, specify the band that you want to donate to. We will share those proceeds with them. Now, keep in mind there is a transaction fee because it runs through PayPal, and they do take a little money out of that. So whatever they take out, we'll give the band the rest of that money, whatever that is. If you donate $25, it ends up being $23 and some odd cents. So just keep that in mind. If you would like to do that, that's always an option.
So if fees piss you off, just come out to the live show.
That's right.
And be a part of it and put it in that bucket that I kick over.
Or mail us a check.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. So
find my personal PayPal, send it that way. I don't get charged for that. Whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean we're easy. We're easy to get along.
We can have options.
Yeah,
Cash App, whatever.
So on the Fancy's Unfiltered side of things, before we wrap this up, I'm excited on the audio visual side of things to to bring some juju to the efforts. Hopefully, it's starting to look the way that it needs to look, and I think hopefully, you know, my biggest fear is always doing something and not doing justice to who is on the opposite side of the camera. So like when we first started doing
Right.
this, one of the reasons that I ended up spending a bunch of extra money and doing a bunch of things and taking a break and completely redoing is because, you know, I never wanted somebody to come sit on the couch, take their time, whether it be an artist, a musician, or just anybody, you know. Their time is important just like our time is important. And if you take some time out and you come sit on the couch, I want it to look and sound the best that it's supposed to look. And so, you know, we've learned some things and gotten better. So hopefully, if you've been with us long enough on the Fancies Unfiltered side of things, you saw that it's gotten better as we go. So I hope that, like what we were talking about before we got going, there's a few other things that we're working on that's going to make the live experiences even better. And so I hope that you guys start seeing that, and then again, whether you come out and participate or you're sitting on the couch, you're getting that feel that you hoped to get. And but then as far as in here, you know, I hope to continue to do the same that we've been doing. I think we've got it tweaked and fine tuned enough that it's starting to look good on this end as well. And you know, just share some authentic stories. Let people know what's going on behind the scenes. You know, it's awesome, and this is so contradictory. I don't really know how to put it, but you know, whatever. If you've watched the show, you know I get sidetracked. But it's contradictory to say that you, because I'm so super freaking busy at the moment trying to get all this stuff done, to then also say you got to slow down and enjoy the moments.
Yeah.
I don't know how we put that in the same sentence,
Right.
But music helps you do that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and so just, you know, we had HUD music on the other day, and Carly and Matt, and to see their passion and see what they're trying to do for themselves, for their family, but also being to a point in their lives to where they know that that's what they want to do regardless.
Yeah.
Um, and 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 both of them, Carly doesn't get up as much as Matt, but both of them can sing.
Oh yeah.
And I think, you know, highlighting their stories and then just having random BS conversations and letting people get to know them and just having a good time. I think we talked for a couple hours the other night, and super awesome, super casual, and it's probably one of the best episodes we've had. It'll be out tomorrow. You know, so it's just it's awesome to me to start to be able to be a part of all that.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
I'm
exciting.
exciting to see where it's going. Look
There's-
at old Tommy Todd being in the conversation. Quality over quantity. Yeah.
I'm excited about the things that are to come. Just thinking about the bands that we're going to have the opportunity to work with, the artists that we're going to have the opportunities to work with, the live events we're going to be hosting at the Farm Lounge, the live events that we're going to be hosting at Tannenbaum Farms in Hayden.
Watch out now.
Some of the events that are going to be going on around and about. Lots of opportunities for you to join in. Lots of opportunities for you to see live shows. Check BarMusicLive.com to see what's happening. We will have all those events and more on there. You go to that events section, start scrolling, you'll see how many are on there each and every night. I've got volunteers that are working so hard to get as many events as possible on there. Just a kind of a recap of how those things go. If you're a venue, bar, restaurant, whatever, and you've got live music, if you've got comedy, whatever it is, and you want to put that on there, if you've got Singo Bingo, if you've got karaoke, whatever, you will host those events on the calendar as well. When we have a virtual event, like when we go live at different places, those will be on there. There'll be a place to click and go right to that live stream. You can help us out by sending us events, by sending artists to us, by sending venues to us, by liking, by sharing, all those different things that you do on your social media pages. You can help with your donations. You can help by sending us potential sponsors and advertisers. What else? What else do I need to touch on? I'm trying to think.
I don't know. I was responding to comments.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So, all these exciting things that are coming, the live streams, the podcast, the interviews. I didn't really talk about the format of how those lives are going to be. We are going to do that kind of like a podcast. So we're going to sit down. We're going to have an interview with the band. Then the band's going to play live. And what we're going to do is we're going to do those live in front of a studio audience. So we will be selling tickets to those events. And those tickets will be offered in a very limited amount. So
means you better get.
if you
You better
decide
get to getting if you want to get them.
for instance, my barn, we're probably going to limit those shows somewhere around 30 to 40 tickets per event. And when we have it, it's going to be one of the best performances you've ever seen by these bands because it's going to be a different kind of setting than seeing them anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to
Goes
be
back
very
to that-
enjoyable for
That
everybody.
intimate.
Yeah. Oh,
It's gonna be like when you decide that you want to go to your favorite band, and you get on that ticket.com place, and you have the option to get the backstage passes
yes.
for the intimate one-on-one meet and greet with the band.
Sitting on the stage listening
And
to the
it's
show.
and it's an additional $300. And you get a cute little swag bag to go with it. That feeling that you get by spending that additional $300 on top of the $500 that you've already spent for halfway decent tickets is the exact same experience that you're going to be able to get at these events that we're talking about. And I promise you, it's not going to be $500 something for your 2 tickets plus an additional $300 for a VIP session.
It's going to be way more affordable.
A little bit. So, I all of that is going to be awesome. I don't know what the price per ticket Brandon Russell Fishing is going to be yet because we're just letting y'all know that it's in the process. It's in the works, and we hope that all of y'all that have questions, comments, concerns, take that buzz and spread it amongst your friends and family and let them know that, did you know that there's a place in Fairview that's fixing to start having live band concerts? That's what we need to be doing because it's going to be something pretty awesome.
The Farm Lounge at Dry Creek.
Farm Lounge at Dry Creek, hosted by yours truly, Fatsy's Unfiltered, David with BarMusicLive.com. And I think with that, you got anything else you want to say?
I got nothing.
I appreciate every one of you coming on this afternoon. Again, we were trying out some new toys. I have seen that we have had comments from. Hold, please. Let's just look real quick while y'all are still here. We've had comments from the Facebook. We've had we're still getting some people coming in. Brad Travis Project. I appreciate what both y'all are doing. I appreciate you, Brad Travis. I've seen some of the stuff that you're doing. You were on my list to reach out to.
Brad and Eric, we love what y'all do.
Yeah,
love your music.
Hadn't had a chance to reach. I've been busy, y'all. there's a lot going on. But anyway,
Yeah.
so we've had comments from Facebook, we've had comments from the YouTubes, we've had comments from that's about it. Yeah. Well, I mean, we tried that. I didn't do the Twitter thing today. We'll do the Twitter. We got Twitch. I didn't do the Twitch. As these lives can continue to and we talked about doing this. So, hey, yeah, real quick while we're still here, a couple people on. If we were to start doing a Sunday live recap of what happened through the week in the bar music scene, just kind of hit some highlights, maybe show some footage of some of the things that we've went out and done that were not the live sessions. Would that be something that y'all would be interested in? Would you tune in? Would you like? Would you comment? Would you subscribe? Would you interact? Would you do anything that makes it worth us coming out here every freaking Sunday? Not that I'm grapping. I'm just saying, this is cool and all.
We
But
want to know what you want. We want
yeah,
to know what you like.
yeah,
We know you like music, but what would you like
yeah. I
to
mean,
see us do?
yeah, what, yeah. What do you want to see us do?
Well,
What?
okay, careful with that.
Yep. Sorry, that's the Fancy's Unfiltered part coming.
No, Daniel, I'm not taking my shirt off for you.
So y'all, dude works out. Just saying. So anyway, I think that would be cool. We talked about that before we got going. If there was enough interaction to where it would warrant us coming on every Sunday, I could hit this button that I got queued up, ready to go. We could show some highlights of some of the stuff that we've done over the week, some of the bands that we were able to catch live. Because I'm excited to go out and do that, like I did with Cheryl, and like I did with Don't Think Twice the other day. It was just me and you, and one of them was just me, and I went out with a camera and I got some footage and we posted it, and I had a damn good time.
Yeah,
Cheryl,
it's a lot of fun
Cheryl
doing
and
those.
Soulflies, y'all did awesome. By the way,
I don't have the equipment you have, but I'm just armed with my iPhone most of the time, and that's what I've been doing from the beginning is sharing those things to Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all those different channels.
Yep.
And it's been a lot of fun going and interacting with these different bands. And I haven't had a single one of them that has not just loved the fact that I'm doing that.
Oh, absolutely.
So they love it. And it's so, that part of my love for this, my passion for this, my excitement about this is getting out there and interacting with all these different bands in all these different places at all these different venues. It is so much fun. I mean, it really is. It's a lot of fun doing this. We enjoy it. And we want to be able to showcase artists. We want to be able to do that and help them to be promoted among new viewers and listeners. So, if you know of someone, as we mentioned, we're probably going to try to start doing like a audience type voted deal to where we promote a certain artist per week, and also on the venue side of things, probably try to do that as well. And we would like to showcase a venue, showcase artists, and hopefully get those combined in a week. Showcase the same or the artist that's going to be playing at a certain venue in that week, and be able to do those kind of things as well. So just some exciting things coming, a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing, and we look forward to your participation. We want to do this for you. We're not doing this for ourselves. We're wanting to do this because you like live music, you love live music, you want to hear more live music, you want to hear about what's happening in the live music scene, the local live music scene,
which is awesome, and it's growing. And if
so much talent out there.
Yes, and if it, I see the numbers. I know who's on here, so we're winding down. But if you guys would take and share this to everybody after it's done,
please,
and just to help get the word out that this, our vision for these lives, whether it be at the barn, whether it be at in Hayden at the venue, whether it be at a local local bar here in town, or whether it be at a bar in a different state.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've talked
That's
about doing
definitely
that
gonna
as
happen.
well.
Hmm.
Um, the goal with all of that is to just have a good freaking time.
Absolutely.
And when we get out there and we do those shows, I want there to be enough people to be able to have some interaction. Like when we went to Dwayne's the other night, again, there was a learning curve. We had some things, and some idiot forgot a couple of things in order to make a few other things work. I won't mention any names, but he's talking at the moment. Anyway, so there was a couple of things that I learned through doing our first official live that I'm going to implement in the next few going forward. Um, but again, there was a decent crowd, but I wasn't able to get out and interact like I wanted to because the stuff that I now have on order because of that show is not here yet. But when all that comes in, our next one, um, we're gonna get in and out and mix and mingle with the crowd. We're gonna go over and we're gonna talk to the bar staff. We're gonna talk to the venue owners. We're gonna talk to the people that's out in the crowd. We're gonna have live Q&As with the band. I mean, it's gonna be a for real freaking live music entertainment show that you can either come and be a part of or you can watch at the house. And to me, that is just so freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
So I think with all that said, I appreciate everybody for stopping in. I appreciate those of you who have liked, commented, subscribed, interacted, made your comments. Tommy Todd, Dog Bite Band made a comment. Yes, I did. I did film another band as a garage band that's up and coming. They're working on some stuff. I might put some of that stuff out here before too long. A little bit of a misunderstanding on whether or not I was supposed to put stuff out or not. They've got some of their own stuff that they want to make sure I didn't put out till it got copyrighted. And
Hmm.
anyway, so they were my first official. I'm gonna go see if we can make all this work. Not in here. So thanks, Dog Bite Band, for making that happen. And it's been nothing but sky's the limit since then. So with all that being said, I appreciate everybody that has stopped by. We can't do this without you guys. We can't do this without your interaction. So we hope that you all enjoy what we're trying to accomplish with this. And, when it's all said and done, again, it's just freaking fun.
Absolutely.
So
Thank you. We love you.
Yep, absolutely. Fanciesunfiltered.com, Fancies Unfiltered on all your social medias, BarMusicLive.com, BarMusicLive.com, or BarMusicLive on all of those social medias. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Find us.
Tell all your friends.
Love us. Tell all your friends. We'll see you next time. Appreciate it, guys. Love you
Later.
all the time. Yep, it's not swapped up there.